What's up, Gemini? It's your girl D. I want to shout you out and say happy birthday to all my Geminis. It is Gemini season. Listen, Gemini, you guys, I'm telling you, the energies right now, it's going to be all about you. It's all about you for the next, what is it, year and a half until the North Node changes and moves to Cancer. It's all about you. And the adjectives I think of when I think of Gemini are change and communication. So, I mean, I think we see that going on right now with the overall energies all over the planet. You know, there's a lot of change going on and there's a lot of communication about it. So we're going to be seeing, people changing the way that they do things, communicating about it, a lot of different changes in transportation, changes in the way people communicate, how people communicate, what they're talking about. There's going to be a lot of change, a lot of change. So with that being said, I'm bringing you your happy birthday spread. The overall energy for your reading is going to be the moon in reverse. So this moon energy represents the fact that, things are going to be clear. We're going to start seeing things now. Things are going to start, things that went on that, we didn't know about are going to start being revealed. You guys are very inquisitive. So you're always trying to uncover things that you're not aware of, things that are not making sense. Like you guys are the first ones who are on it. All right. So we're going to see what's going to be revealed here for your birthday spread. All right. So we're going to do 5 cards, and we'll go over each card here. So with the overall energy being the moon in reverse, this is moon energy. The moon represents, to me, Cancer, Scorpio, and or Pisces. All right. So, everybody's communicating about what's going on. And I think what's going to happen is with this North Node in Gemini, everything's going to be revealed. Okay, so we're going to find out. So let's talk about what represented you, the energy that represented you guys last year. We have the Magician in reverse. Now, this is your energy. Okay, this is your energy. This is Virgo. But Mercury energy in particular is what this is. Okay, so with this energy in reverse, this is telling me, this is giving me Mercury retrograde energy. So what I'm getting is for last year, a lot of you, you were in deep thought, okay? Because we know Mercury is about communication. It's about how you see things, how you process them, as far as your thoughts, and, just the way that you place them in your logic mind. Like Mercury rules the logic mind. It rules the conscious mind, okay? So when we talk about that, we talk about the things that, that we deal with and we experience right away, the first-hand things that we experience. We're not talking about the things we experienced and didn't process. We're talking about the things we experienced that we processed and, everything that was going on with that. And with Mercury in retrograde, this card is telling me Mercury in retrograde. And by the way, Mercury is going to be in retrograde, I believe it's June 18th. Okay. So we got another Mercury retrograde coming up on top of the fact that the North Node is in Gemini. And on top of that, today is the new, today is Gemini season. And then I believe it's Friday, the 23rd or the 22nd is the new moon in Gemini. So we got a lot of Gemini energy going on, a lot. So with this Magician in reverse representing what was going on last year, a lot of you were thinking about some of the things that happened in your past, okay? Some of the things that you may have experienced, some things that you might have gone through, some situations, whether it was a person, place, or thing, was on your mind heavily, okay? A lot of you may not have been communicating about that, but, you're going about being your old, lovely, bubbly self and curious about everything else, but deep down inside, I think a lot of you were reminiscing about some things from the past, okay? There might have been some unresolved issues, some unresolved conflicts that you were dealing with, whether it was in your family, whether it was in your intimate relationships, whether it was with your friendships, whether it was with work, Last year to me, especially when I was pulling cards for you guys, it just felt like a lot of it was just you guys not communicating what it is that you really wanted, or not communicating what it was that you really felt. Some of you didn't know what you wanted, and that could be a Gemini trait. That could be a positive thing or a negative thing. Also, what a lot of you were going through last year is you weren't steadily into one thing. It's like, you may have been into something, you may have started something, and then, you lost interest in it, and you started something else, and you lost interest in that. So a lot of this is scattered energy as well. The Magician in reverse is scattered energy. Okay, not really knowing what you wanted, not really sure how you want to do things, but having an interest in it. This reminds me of a jack of all trades energy. Also, what I'm getting in reference to what was going on for you guys last year is not only were you guys in, retrospect, like retrospection is what I got for last year. Okay. A lot of you may also have experienced some situations where there was ill will done to you, or you may have done ill will to others, okay, with this Magician energy. So this is what went on last year. What you need to let go of this year is Major Arcana, the Star card in reverse, okay? With the Star card in reverse here, this could represent depression. It could represent illness. It could represent arrogance. It could represent impotence. A lot of you may have been celibate for a while, or you may have had some issues because of your illnesses. You may not have been able to be intimate. This could also represent being ignored. So on the side of, with this scattered energy here, people may have misunderstood you. Okay, so you may have been feeling ignored. You may have been feeling depression because of some of the ill intent people had for you. So you may have been feeling some depression about that. Some of you are recovering from drug abuse, drug addiction, that you may have been involved in because of maybe some of the things that happened to you that you weren't able to really process. What I'm getting for a lot of you is that, there was a front in reference to how, you will put on a front, smiling, happy, being your normal self, the life of the party. But deep down, a lot of you were, experiencing some unfortunate things. And again, it could have been because of things that happened to you in your past, whether it was something that was way back in childhood, or it could have been something that happened, a lot more recent in your adult life. But there was a lot of struggle, trial, and conflict. And as a result of that, a lot of you were depressed, and you're going to let go of that this year. So this is what this card represents, what you need to let go of for this solar return. So you need to let go of that depression. You need to let go of that illness. Some of you were arrogant in some way, shape, or form. You need to let go of that arrogance, that cockiness. You're gonna let go of the feelings that you had in reference to people ignoring you. Okay, things like that. So you're gonna let go of a lot of these ill feelings, ill vibrations that you were focused on last year. Okay, so a lot of you weren't too happy. So this year, the universe is saying, let go of all that. Stop focusing on that. This is your year. This is the North Node is in Gemini. So whatever's going on with you, you're going to let go of that this year in some way, shape, or form, especially with all these planets that we have in retrograde. That's going to help you as well. And then we have, again, Mercury's going in retrograde. I believe it's the June 18th. So that's going to also help you to get rid of all of these ill feelings, that may have put you in a position where you may have been, some of you may have been facing addictions of some sort, or just feeling, a lack of hope and faith in things. Now, this third card here will represent a gift that you will receive. So this is the King of Wands, and this is Leo energy. Now, this is also your energy too. This is you, cardinal, wait a minute, this cardinal and fixed. So this is actually water and fire. So this is Cancer, Gemini energy. So yeah, so it makes sense because look, you see the staff here. This is this represents spirituality. This represents going within. Okay, so a lot of you are going to be gaining your power back. The King of Wands is all about power. This is someone who takes action, who looks and sees what's going on, who taps into their intuition. Okay. and they're going to figure out what they need to do, and they're going to take action. So this is beautiful. So there's no more sitting back, being frustrated, stressed, aggravated, internally because of the things that may have happened to you. Now you're going to, like I said, you guys are going to get over this year, and you're going to do that by taking action. You're going to be listening to your intuition. You're going to be figuring out what it is that you need to do, and you're going to be taking action. This next card here represents what you need to embrace for this solar return. And this is the Five of Wands in reverse. The Five of Wands in reverse represents bringing a truce, okay? It represents wanting to make things right, okay? So some of you, whether there was someone who did, ill intent towards you, or you did ill intent towards someone, a lot of you, as a result of that, your conscious was getting to you. And so now what you want to do is you're going to take action to right those wrongs. Whether it's you running into a person who did you wrong and they writing that with you, or if you did someone wrong, you're going to reach out, and you're going to let go. Some of you, if you did someone wrong, you're going to be letting go of the jealousy, the competition, the obstacles, all of the energy that will put you in a position where there would be a lot of stress and aggravation in your life. A lot of you are letting that go. A lot of you are no longer listening to others and what others are saying. A lot of you are realizing that there could have been some things that you said or were involved in based on type of communication that put you in situations where you were always in struggle with someone of some way, shape, or form. So what you're going to embrace is that is the case, no matter what it was, whether it was you or someone involving you in it. But you're going to embrace the fact that, you know what, this is the life that's better for me. Less stress, less arguments, not fighting back and forth with people, not being put in a position where you're competing with people or people are looking at you as competition. This is what you are looking to embrace this year, all right? Now, your outcome here, this is what represents what's coming for you this solar return, okay? Now, this is the Ten of Swords in reverse, and this is your energy. So you see how these swords are in reverse. This is you letting go of that frustration. Like I said, for a lot of you, if you see this picture here, this person is on the phone talking to people through social media. You guys are about communication. So this person is communicating with people. People can't see her, but she's on her phone communicating with, and everybody thinks that she's fine. But in reality, she's going through it. All right. And this is what I was talking about with these two energies here. Okay. Going through it. A lot of you are. All right. But you're going to step into your power. You're going to let that go. All right. And then you're going to be in a Ten of Swords reverse energy. And this is for a lot of you. You're going to be getting apologies from people for the way that they mistreated you. For a lot of you, you're going to be giving apologies to people for the way that you mistreated people. Either way, there's going to be action taken, okay? The depression, the arrogance, the impotence, the drug addiction, all of that's going to stop. All of the drama that came about is going to be resolved, okay? And there's going to be some apologies. Or there's going to be some points where, or situations where, even if you can't get an apology, you're going to get closure in some way, shape, or form. Okay? So this is what I'm seeing for you guys. Now let's take a look and see what more we can add to this here in reference to what's going on for you guys with your solar return. The weather was beautiful. I went out today. Finally got out. And just wanted to, just took a look at everybody and what was going on. And, the world is definitely changing, and you guys represent change. And like I said, with the North Node in Gemini representing change, and, this is the Gemini season and the new moon in Gemini. There's a lot of change energy going on, a lot, all right? So it was just, I was just out looking at everybody's attitudes and, their mannerisms and how they, people were just, it was just a really different vibe, for sure. Now, in reference to this Magician in reverse, like I said, a lot of you, this is what represented last year. You had a lot of scattered thoughts about things. You may have been you may have been thinking about some of the things that happened to you when you were growing up. The ill will or ill intention that was done to you, whether it was intentionally or not. But a lot of you were just scattered in your thoughts, and it was affecting your day-to-day life in some way, shape, or form. Whether you were in relationships you didn't want to be in, whether you were dealing with past childhood traumas, okay? A lot of your minds were just scattered. You couldn't focus and stay on one thing. And we had that clarified with reunion in reverse. So a lot of you, this was about reconnecting with people. You may not have wanted to reconnect with people. You may have refused to reconnect with people for whatever reason. People may have wanted to reconnect with you, and maybe that is what's going to happen this year for you. Okay? Now, when we talked about what you need to let go of this year, this is the Star card in reverse. We have that clarified with the Lovers in reverse. The Lover card, I'll show you upright, in reverse. So with the Lover card here in reverse here, a lot of you are letting go of the fact that, some of you may not have been feeling loved in the situations you were in. Okay, so what you're going to let go is you're going to let go because a lot of you were depressed. A lot of you are depressed because you didn't have the love that you wanted, whether it was a lover who left you for someone else, or whether it was because maybe you got bored so quickly with relationships you weren't able to really settle down. So now a lot of you found yourselves lonely and isolated from others because you may have burned some bridges. Gemini is an energy that can't sit still. So you may have, been in situations where you had a few lovers, and you may have had multiple lovers at one time. But a lot of you are realizing that what you need to let go of this year is, if you want to be in a happy, successful relationship, that you can't hop from relationship to relationship because you guys get bored really quickly. You got to be with someone who can keep up with you, and that is a blessing and a curse for you. So for a lot of you, because you get bored, like legitimately you get bored, and then you meet someone else, and there's a relationship that's established, and then you get bored with them, and then you meet someone else, but you're not cutting off these relationships. And so some of you realize that, that's what's been caused. That's a problem. That's what's been giving you the hole in your life, Others of you are realizing that this was done to you. Some of you are unfortunately at the opposite end of things, and you're experiencing this karmic situation here where this is something that you've done, and now it's coming back to you. Now a lot of you may want to reach out to someone, or someone may want to reach out to you, that was in love with you and that left you behind. A lot of you were in relationships. You ended up going to one person, leaving another, and as a result, you were in relationships. You found out later that, this is someone that you really don't love. You love someone else. Okay? So a lot of that was going on for you guys as well. Now, as far as the gift that you're going to receive, some of you are going to take action, and some of you are going to either get married to someone, or someone is going to propose to you. But there's going to be a lot of Geminis who are going to actually put away this Playboy image or Playgirl image, and they're going to go to the people that they actually truly love. All right, so that's good. That's a beautiful thing, beautiful energy. Now, as far as what you need to embrace with the Five of Wands in reverse, this is letting go of the drama. A lot of you were in situations where you caused a lot of trouble and trials in people's lives. And for some of you, it was the flip side. You were around people who caused a lot of trouble and tribulation in your life. And we have that clarified with the Side card in reverse. So this was a situation where, this is how it was. Okay? There was a lot of fighting, a lot of aggravation, and you didn't realize that it was going to get this serious for a lot of you. You didn't realize it was going to be this much that was going on. But now what we're doing is we're embracing the fact that we want to bring all of this to an end so that we don't have to deal with, feeling this way. So that's good energy because now these are in reversed. And then, like I said, the outcome here is, people moving on, people apologizing, people accepting apologies, or people just bringing closure in general. And we have that clarified with the Thought card. So a lot of you are going to be thinking about what you want to do. Are you, you're going to be looking at this in a situation like, wow, all of this went on. What was the purpose of it? There was a learning lesson. There was a lesson for you in this situation. Okay? So a lot of you may get apologies, and you may think, do I want to accept this apology or not? Some of you may accept the apology and just move on. Some of you may accept the apology and see if there's anything that can be rekindled in reference to the relationship, whether it's a friendship, a relationship with a family member, You know, it could be a brother or sister. It could be, you know, a relationship between you and your mother, you and your father. It could also be a relationship between you and your child. Okay, this could also be business partnerships as well that might have went sour for whatever reason, and now we're looking to see if we can rekindle those. But you're going to be in thought about these situations, and you're going to be looking at, okay, how did we get there in the first place? This is where your mind's going to be at with the thought card. How do we get there in the first place, and how do we avoid, you know, getting in this situation in the future? All right. So that's definitely a beautiful, beautiful scenario that we got going on for you guys. Let's see what else we got here. So with the moon here, things are going to be revealed, okay? And then we have the Three of Wands. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Hangman in reverse. And we have Justice. So we got a couple major arcanas here. So yeah, so what's going on is, what's going to be revealed to you is you're going to be tapping into your intuition, okay, with the King of Wands here, and you're going to take action. But what's going to be revealed to you is that you want to expand and you want to grow. All right, you're looking out, figuring out what it is that you want. Is your solar return. How do I want to grow? How do I want to expand? Do I want to travel? Do I want to relocate? What is it that I want? What do I need? What do I want? Right? And so you're debating on that. And then once you actually make a decision with the Hangman in reverse, you're going to take action. And so for some of you, this is going to be you righting your wrongs, or this action that someone takes towards you is going to allow them to right a wrong with you. Okay? Beautiful. Beautiful energy. So the next set of cards here we have is the Five of Swords, Aquarius energy. We have everything is fine in reverse. This is the same type of card as the Ten of Swords, okay? But it's in reverse, which is a good thing. We have the Chariot, which is Cancerian energy, major arcana. We also have the major arcana of the Sun in reverse, and the major arcana of the World in reverse. So let's take a look, because we got a lot of major arcana here. So for some of you, you're still in your head about situations. Like you're not letting people know what's going on with you. You're still trying to figure things out here. But with the everything is fine card in reverse, for a lot of you, whatever went on, you're willing to put that behind. Like one side of you is like, you know what, I want to go back at this. The other part of you is like, I want to let it go. So that's the duality. That's the duality, the dualistic nature of Gemini right here. Okay? So half of you is like, you know what, if this person comes back, or should I go back to do blah, blah, blah. And the other half is, no, let me let it go. Or, you know, let me just go ahead and accept their apology as closure. Or let me go ahead and reach out to them. But either way, you're looking to move forward in this situation. Okay? Some of you, you're not seeing, you know, what it is that you need to see. And so as a result, there's still lessons to learn. This is not a closed energy. It's not a lesson learned type of thing yet. So some of you, you know, you got to decide what it is that you want to do. If you want to close out this cycle and you want things to, you know, get better for you, as far as the Sun in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, you know, you're going to have to decide what you're going to do. Are you going to continue with the ways that you were doing before with this Five of Swords? Because if you do, that's just going to land you in the situation that you're in. Some of you are at a crossroads right now. It's like you got the good guy on one shoulder and the bad guy on the other. But either way, you know, here's the good guy and the bad guy, right? The white Sphinx and the black Sphinx, the good guy and the bad guy. But either way, you've got to move on, right? But you don't want to be in a situation where you're not seeing what's going on, because if you're not seeing what you're supposed to see, then you're not going to learn the lessons, and you're just going to continue to repeat these mistakes over and over again. So take into consideration what is going on with you that you're not happy with, and how did you get there? Okay? And once you figure out how you got there, then you'll know what it is that you need to do so that you don't go there again, or you don't get there again. So let's get you some advice, Gemini. What kind of birthday advice do we have for my Gemini Massive? Ooh, what kind of birthday advice can we give Gemini for Gemini season? Okay. It says Angel of Love, but it's in reverse. Now, this deck is the Energy Oracle deck, and it does give definition for cards that come out in reverse. This is number 49. All right, so let's see. So that's the Death card, okay, in reverse here. So 4 and 9 is 13. And that's why I said the Death card as far as the major arcana. So let's see what it says in reverse here. It says, in reverse position, the Angel of Love could indicate a possible disconnect in matters of the heart. While this sometimes signifies a divorce or separation, it could also imply an emotional rift where two people stay connected on a superficial basis, yet as at a deeper level seem to be going their own ways. In this position, the angel can also refer to an old separation, if the longing remains alive in one person's heart. If you find yourself unable to let go, this loving angel is telling you it's time to release any toxic or unrequited attachment you may be holding on to. The universe is waiting for you to free your heart and open your life to the fully present and honoring love that you so rightly deserve. So look in the mirror and see the angel of love there with you. Know that you are worthy of this tender emotion from yourself and others. There's an affirmation here. It says, I love and value myself without limitation or condition. Tender, loving treatment comes to me in wonderful and unexpected ways. So this card is basically stating here, with these 5 cards here we're saying, okay, in reference to you being able to let go here. There's a disconnect between the matters of the heart, all right? And you're not going to be able to move forward with the Chariot. See, this is, if you look at these sphinxes here, they represent the head and the heart. There's a disconnect between these two. You're not going to be able to move forward until, you look at what it is that's going on and why there's a disconnect, okay? Sometimes it's because of a divorce or separation. Maybe you're not fully over a divorce or separation that went on between you, or that's going on currently between you and your partner, okay? This could be you staying together with this person or staying with someone that you're not happy with just because of superficial reasons, because of money, okay? Status, recognition, popularity, being looked at in a certain way, okay? Yet at a deeper level, you guys are going in separate directions. So this is you in your head realizing that, I need to let this go. I can't stay in this situation here where this person and I are together and we're not really happy. And then with the everything is fine in reverse, this is where you stop fronting. Okay? Here you're fronting. Everything's good, but on the inside you're tore up. You're letting this go. All right? And once you let that go, then at this point, you can eventually heal. Okay, you'll eventually get the gratification that you want. It'll take some time, because it's going to take you time to heal and let go. And then with this World card in reverse, you'll be able to wrap this cycle up and close it out. All right, so the cards are just reiterating what the Oracle card said. So this is interesting that this came out this way. Yeah, there's something still going on within you guys. Some of you are still, you're not happy with who you're with. A lot of you are not. A lot of you want to be with someone else. Some of you are going to take action to reach out to that person you want to be with. But what are you doing in this situation here with the person that you don't love? You have to be very careful. A lot of you are scattered about it. You don't want to reconnect with this person. Some of you want to reconnect with the other person, and then some of you don't. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It's that duality with you all. Okay? And so as a result of you not knowing what you want to do, a lot of you are in a state of depression. Okay? You're in a state of frustration. Some of you, you're not even interested in sex with your partner because the Star card in reverse could represent impotence, and then we have the Lover in reverse. So some of you are not having sex with your partner, or you're just celibate, period, because you're still healing, still going through the changes of letting go of this situation that you were in. Okay, yeah, but some of you are just not even intimate with the current partner you're with because there's no real love here. It's just you guys are together because maybe there's a financial situation, there's businesses together, there's assets together, And you may not want to go through the process of letting that go. That's for some of you. All right. So with this new year, you're going to be thinking, there's going to be a lot of communication going on in the logical mind about what it is you want to do and how you want to do things and what you need to do. But one thing you definitely are going to need to do this solar return is take action. That's what the universe is requesting that you do, is take action. Let's get you a couple more cards and then I will let you guys go. Some of you are very anxious and want to take action. Okay, I'm getting that with this Four of Swords reverse energy and this Temperance in reverse energy. Okay, that's what I'm getting for some of you. But let's see what else we can get. We'll get 2 of these and then we'll be all set. We have regret. Someone feels remorse for the way that they treated you. So like I said, some of you are going to be getting an apology for someone or from someone. Some of you may be feeling regret for the way that you treated someone and you may want to apologize to someone. Okay? And you may be in 2 minds about it. Oh, okay, we'll take this one here. Well, we know that this is a soulmate situation here because anyone who's in your life, no matter if they're there for a season or if they're there for a lifetime, they are a soulmate. We have many soulmates. So I'm going to just leave this card here. I'm going to pull one more for you. To me, that card is it's just like, it goes without being said. So I don't know. I might pull that one out of the deck. Just pull it out altogether. Because your coworkers are soulmates. Your parents are soulmates. Your siblings are soulmates. You know, we have plenty of soulmates in life. Passion. Try something you've never done before. So for some of you, this is what you're going to be taking action about. You're going to be taking passionate action to do something you've never done before. So some of you, you're going to be reaching out to the person that you truly love, or they're going to be reaching out to you, and you guys are going to connect. Okay? So, to all you Geminis who are going to be proposing and getting proposed to, congratulations in advance, and happy birthday to you guys. And let me know if this resonated with you guys in the comments. And click the like button if it did, share, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when I post. And I do want to let you know that with the Gemini energy, during Gemini season, if you are a Gemini sun, moon, Venus in Gemini, or a Gemini ascending sign, you do get 50% off of readings 2, 3, and 4. You'll see the 5 tarot card readings in the box below that I offer. Readings number 2, 3, and 4 are going to be 50% off for Gemini ascending sign, Gemini sun sign. We'll include Gemini North Node too, but you will have to give me your date of birth and the time you were born and where you were located for me to confirm your ascending sign and your North Node. But you also your Venus, your sun, and your moon. Okay, all those in Gemini, you get 50% off of the readings number 2, 3, and 4. All right, Gemini, this has been your happy birthday spread. What's up, Gemini? Happy birthday to you guys. I hope you guys have amazing, amazing, amazing Gemini season. And I can't wait to see what tricks Gemini season has up its sleeves for us. All right, Gemini, I love you, and I will see you throughout your season. Peace out.